presentation on assessment of Jajarkot earthquake, and that's completely based on drones. They deployed their team from NFL, and they had gathered a lot of details on the damage of Jajarkot earthquake. So, Upendraji, over to you. How the digital and special technologies are being used from Naxa side.
Thank you, Vikas ji. Am I audible?
Yes, Upendraji.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Upendra Oli, geomatics engineer and currently working as CEO at Naxa. And today I'll be presenting on the Naxa's activity on disaster response and emergency management since 2014. Naxa is working with a vision to equipping humankind with geointelligence products, and we have been leveraging geospatial technologies to solve different human-related and also the development challenges. Since 2014, we have been working on the cross-cutting domain of GIS and informatics. That's the geoinformatics, where we use the GIS-based tools and technologies in the local level as well as on the regional context. During this period, we have been working with different organizations, government, private sector, as well as national and international organizations, and have been developing different national as well as global products. So moving back to 2015, we have been doing a lot in the emergency response effort. And back in 2015 earthquake, we have developed multiple solutions to tackle the challenges of the recovery response and recovery activities. First of them is the Surakshit Ghar, together with Will Change Nepal, which is an INGO which have been working on the reconstruction activities in few places of Nepal. And we developed a Surakshit Ghar applications with the aim to disseminate the information regarding the safe housing construction and practices. So this was the initiative to inform the populations, the affected populations, about the different design practices and the government building code standards. Also provide different informations like how you can safeguard your life during the construction activities, also the different contact numbers of different engineers and also the relevant personnel. Also, you could directly call to the National Reconstruction Authority through the hotline number using this app. And also there are a lot of audiovisual materials you can see on the screen with Harivangsa and Madan Krishna. And also there have been a lot of details about who to contact, where to contact in case of different situations while you are reconstructing the buildings. This mobile app had been widely used during after the earthquake situation. Also, together with Build Change, we started one innovative idea to provide the suggestion regarding the retrofitting. The tool was called Retrofitting Innovation AI, where people can go to the application and just fill in some questions like shown in the screen, very few questions, and then capture the photo of the building from different faces. And this AI tool would provide you the suggestion for if this building can be retrofitted or not. Because in after the earthquake, there have been a lot of buildings damaged, and some people might not have the enough resources and enough budget to completely reconstruct the building. And some buildings can be retrofitted, and also people can save their budget to reconstruct the building. So in this case, this tool can be really useful for the people to assess if the building is retrofitable or not. So there is the link of the a video that we prepared after the development of this tool. You can check that later. Also, similarly, together with Will Change Nepal, we developed a VR tool so that people can tour the Eklephat area of Sindhupalchok and walk through uh, different structures that can be designed for the retrofitting. You can see on the image here where you can see the information about different beams and columns that are integrated to the retrofitted house. And people can get the general idea what is retrofitting and how it can be done through this VR project. You can add a VR headset and you can see uh, you can go inside the building and check the retrofitting elements and also see the information regarding what uh, does it mean by these structures. And there is also a video URL here. You can check that later. Also, we started developing the tool field site with the support from UNOPS, and this tool was designed for the remote construction monitoring because there have been being a lot of reconstruction activities all over Nepal, and the affected populations are investing their money. Also, the government was investing their money to reconstruct the buildings. So the challenge was to send all the engineers to the sites because Nepal has the villages where there are sparsed buildings, and engineers have to travel, and you need a lot of engineers to go to the field. So the solution was to utilize the site supervisors in the ground who has the digital literacy and can operate the mobile and simply send some answers to some questions uh, provided by the engineers at the office. So engineers they can travel or visit once a month or once a once in a 2 month, but the field supervisors they can regularly update the engineers about the information, and engineers can interact with the field supervisors to change whatever they have been doing if it is not being rightly constructed. So it's a two-way communication, and it helps to reduce the human resource challenge during these kind of difficult situations. So after earthquake, there has been a COVID-19 pandemic, and we have been quickly responding to that COVID-19 pandemic through different innovations. Here are some examples. We started the initiative of COVID-19 portal, which was intended to provide the COVID-19 information to the public, to the people of Nepal. And we started this innovation with together with different partners like Code for Code Innovations, SUS Nepal, PIN, IHRR, and IT Maps, BNMT Nepal. So this innovation was started by this team of people, and then pitched to the Ministry of Health and Population, and later it was hosted by the Ministry of Health and Population. We were able to develop a solution within 4 days of the lockdown, which was quite challenging, and we were able to complete the system, the COVID-19 portal, as well as the Hamro Swasthya mobile application. I guess you all have accessed and used it. And also the innovation mapper, NIDN, and we call it now NIDN. During that time, different people were innovating different solutions for the COVID-19 pandemic, tackling the COVID-19 pandemic, and very few people have access to that kind of information, who is doing where and who is building what kind of solutions. Then this idea came, and we developed together with our partners, Robotic Association of Nepal and NAST, and with the support from Asia Foundation D40 program. And this tool aimed to collect all the innovations together in single portal. And Hamro Swasthya, if you talk about it, this has been very useful, providing the information as well as also the self-assessment of the people, and also categorizing this self-assessment reports in different zones. And later, Hamas was the initiative. It won the ICT award, the prestigious award of Nepal. And in National Innovation Digital Network, where innovators register to the innovation portal, and then they seek the support from the industry people, industry organizations, and also they can industry also can upload their whatever they have been opening for call for innovations or something like this. They can also post these sort of things, and also help the innovators pilot and scale their innovations in different regions. Also, innovators can just register and visualize their innovations in the innovation portal and seek for support and launch their product. Also, the scale can scale through the fundings and supports from different organizations and people. And the National National Innovation Digital Network, it's not only doing the portal, but also there have been different talk about innovation like today's event. This is one of the core element of National Innovation Digital Network, and also explore for other innovations and also lies for the policies. And you can see there have been different innovation exhibitions all around Nepal. You can see different provinces. In different provinces, there have been different innovators coming around and showing their innovations. Also, this kind of Inno Talk series, we are at Inno Talk 9 right now. After COVID-19 pandemic, we have faced another devastating flood, Melamchi flood. Many people lost their lives, and quickly after the flooding event, in next day, we deployed the drone pilots and done the rapid assessment and of the damage, which buildings have been completely damaged, which buildings have been uh, uh, not damaged or partially damaged, with the support from different organizations like GeoBase in Nepal, ISRR, and Nepal Flying Labs working on the drone sector. We come up together and quickly deployed the team. Also, in recent Jajarkot and Rukum West earthquake, we quickly deployed the team of drone pilots, and on the rapid assessment. You can see different teams have been deployed, 7 teams with 7 different drones. And we also utilized the local knowledge. One of our drone pilot was there, and we quickly deployed him, um, and also sent other pilots from Kathmandu. These are the team who engaged in this rapid assessment, like Nepal Flying Labs, Naxa, GeoVision, IHRR, and Drone of Nepal. And we have been able to map different rural municipalities and municipalities within Rukum West and Jajarkot, which include Kuse, Nalgat, Arbiskot, and Saniberi, as well as the Bheri municipalities. So we face different challenges like lack of accurate data sets, like where the public infrastructures are. And the data set was there, but the accurate information was lacking, because we could not pinpoint the location of these infrastructures in the map, because most of the locations were plotted somewhere in the hills nearby. So it was quite challenging to find public infrastructures in those areas. So also we faced the challenge to focus our rapid survey in different locations. For example, if we want to focus on the highly affected areas, then there is less coordination and also less amount of data to prioritize our interventions. So this was another challenge, because the village areas, they have been very segregated in different locations. So we tried one approach to focus on the settlement clusters, but the demerit about this was to individual buildings are spread over all over the area, and there is a high chance that we can miss some of the damaged buildings. So these are some of the photos captured during our field visit. We have been able to capture photos and videos of the damaged areas. And these are also some of the areas. You can also see the camping sites where the affected population are staying. And one thing we noticed during our field visit was as per the previous speaker, the earthquake doesn't kill people. It's the structures that we made. Uh, you can see a lot of buildings that are RCC buildings that are not affected at all. But most of the buildings that are traditionally built, they have been damaged and demolished completely. So uh, it's uh, it's very necessary to follow the guidelines and build the strong houses so that we can cope up with different other earthquakes that are upcoming. So also we tried to capture the oblique photos that are captured from a different angle to capture the faces of the buildings. But this is quite challenging because we have to go to the very near to the house and capture these kind of cracks. So other challenges include human resource challenges, like there are few companies working on the drone sector, but it's quite hard to find the people, right kind of pilots, and right kind of skill sets during those emergency situations. And also the hardwares. There are we found different challenge to collect the all the hardwares because we had a few hardwares, but some of the hardwares need to be brought from other companies. So also the local capacity, if we had the local capacity developed in the village, then it would have been a very rapid assessment because we only could deploy the second team only 3 days after the earthquake. So only one people working on the earthquake affected areas within 1 days. So local capacity, building local community, local volunteers who can operate the drones, it is very essential, and we can really utilize those kind of human resources during those emergency situations. Also, after the rapid survey and processing, we are now trying to utilize the power of AI to assess the building damage. Uh, we can mostly identify the completely damaged buildings as well as the not damaged buildings through the use of AI. Because, but the partially damaged buildings have to be assessed through the field visits one by one in the buildings. So this is about the Jajarkot earthquake, and also we have been working on different technological solutions, not response driven, but that are built for the preparedness of these kind of events. So this is one tool called Dasta we have been developing since 2019, and this tool is prepared for the assessment of the buildings, the vulnerability assessment. We can calculate the vulnerability of each households and also calculate the risk and provide the information, the data and information to the organizations, local governments working on that area to do the informed decision making and database decision making. So what is done is we go to the field and survey the households, and based on those questions, we calculate the vulnerability of each households, and overlaying and analyzing with the hazard data, we calculate the risk of each household, and then we get the household ranking of each household building. So high, medium, and low risk households will be categorized, and this data can be utilized by different INGOs and local governments. For example, if one INGO is providing the cash assistance to beforehand the disaster, then that kind of INGO can leverage this tool to provide the assistance to the high risk households. So also there is a risk communication. We can send the early warning messages to the people beforehand for the flood and also other kind of disasters. So this tool can also be utilized to, here is the map where you can see red, green, and yellow, where low, medium, and high vulnerability households. And this kind of information can be really useful to to prepare the people on the ground, on the local level. So all these tools and all these technologies we have been doing, there have been lesson learned, and a few of them have I have listed here. And we have to in order to do the rapid assessment, also the assessment and the quick assessments, we have to leverage the existing resources and tools and technologies. For example, we have already developed the tool like Surakshit Kar, which can be utilized for the reconstruction activities and to inform the people living there to adopt the safe housing practices. So also there are different other tools and technologies like Jite, Dasa. They can be leveraged beforehand, also to tackle, to prepare themselves for the disaster. Also, we can
Upendraji,
leverage.
can we try to wrap?
Yeah, I'm almost there. Sorry for the delay. Also identify and map all the innovations during these situations. We can utilize the power of NIDN, National Innovation Digital Network. Also, in third point, in case of technologies such as drones, I already discussed about we need to prepare the human resources and hardware list so that we can quickly deploy these kind of tools. Also, the accuracy is the key, where we have to pinpoint the locations sometimes in order to respond it accurately and quickly. Also, data sharing is the key, where all the people are doing something and generating the data on their own way. So we can reduce the duplication of efforts and duplication of data by sharing these kind of data. We need a certain platform like Geonadir to share the data sets where collected drone data can be shared. Also, the data can be, if the data can be open, the data sharing and collaboration will be effective. Also, the invest in disaster preparedness, because not only the our most of the interventions are response centric, but if we invest more on the preparedness, these kind of events would cause less amount of effect than this is causing right now. Also, the different simulation exercises and local training local drone pilots can be very useful. Also, in these kind of situations, people are getting a survey fatigue because a lot of people are going there and trying to survey. So collaborative efforts in survey as well as data sharing can reduce the survey fatigue to the local people. Thank you so much. Any questions? I'm happy to answer.
Thank you, Upendraji, for wonderfully reflecting on Naxa's effort to